Yo, how's it going everyone? Lad here. Hello, hello. Been a hot second, huh? Seen y'all probably last week, I think it was. Last time I streamed. But today is Osvald's release date. He came out, I wanna say like, geez. Time correlation between like the C version and the global version always still messes me up. I wanna say he was released like about an hours ago or so. But yeah. Been running some few errands today. Did not get the chance to stream or do this earlier, but we'll do some quick polls for Oswald and see if he wants to come home. How's it going? You love gambling? Alright, let's go ahead and do our dailies here. Alright. Turn the music on as well. Do arcade ads or ads real quick, jeez. I just beat the Ken O'Brien level 120 NPC yesterday, so I was pretty happy about that. So watch out for a video for that upcoming. Man, that was a incredibly hard boss. You definitely need specific characters to make it happen. Taking a look at the news today, Oswald comes out along with Alane, which is kind of a surprise. She's really not that great as a 6-star. Got Oswald in 40 pulls, solid. I do like Oswald. I think he's definitely an upgrade compared to Cyrus. He definitely is a lot more future-proof compared to Cyrus, just because of his follow-up attacks. We're using either lightning, ice, or lightning, so that definitely could put him in a place in the future when we get better elemental travelers. But it's kind of a pity that he doesn't cover light and dark as well. Those are two of the more common elements out there. Let's see, checking out the shop here. I'm assuming his power-up pack is on here as well. Yeah, I'm surprised to put Alana here. That's kind of weird. The only good thing about Alani is her ultimate. Let's see if I can find it here. He's a fairy character. Gotcha. Do you think there's gonna be English voice acting? I highly doubt it. I don't think the game has enough assets for that to happen, sadly. That would be pretty nice though. Looking for the same luck in Ori. Gotcha. He's pretty good. Lani here. Yeah, when Alani first came out, I really liked her ultimate. It was the first of her kind, giving a max HP of all allies by 20%. But other than that, she's not all that great though. Even her 6-star as well too. Random attack, 3-hitter, light elemental damage, and can also hit fire weakness as well. I mean, it's not bad, but at the same time, other 6-star characters, when it comes to dealing elemental damage, she's definitely gonna get outshined. Front row, grant a 15% elemental attack out to the entire front row. The nice thing about having more and more 6-star characters, and the fact that now we're finally starting to cap up on the elemental attacks and physical attacks as well, when it comes to support and equipment wise, or yes, the passive attacks. But yeah, it doesn't seem like anything else is going on today except for Osvald's release. So we'll go ahead and do some pull for Osvald and call it a day. Unless they secretly sneak something inside. I'm still kind of salty that I missed out on the chapter 4 like 2 weeks ago when it came out. Should have been paying more attention to that. But yeah, it seems like today's just only Alani and Osvald. Cool. Let's go ahead and do our dailies real quick and we'll head on over. Yeah, I've been fighting the level 120 NPC in Counterblind for the past 2 weeks. Ever since I got Magnolia. And even before I got Magnolia, but man, that boss is not nice at all. But we finally did it. Now let's see here. Haven't decided how many pulls I want to do for Osvald. Maybe 5? No, we'll do like 4. 3 or 4 pulls. But to me, Osvald, he's for my team. I don't really need another Sours, sadly. I mean, sure, he's gonna be really good. You're just starting the game, but he falls off pretty heavily. And to me, he seems more like a sub DPS. Especially since you get more stronger characters that use lightning, ice, and fire. He'll definitely pair with them well. But today we have the paid option along with the free, pretty typical. Wouldn't ever use any of your paid rubies on the Alani banner. Now, Alani is a memory hero or traveler, so she's part of the same banner as Aurika. TP for EX hunting? Yeah, you could. That's a freebie, so I would definitely do that as well too. Because those TP skills and passives, they don't really require anything that you need to grind for. Or I guess you have to grind for TP skill points, but that's pretty easy to do. Getting them to 6 stars, that's another question though. Let's go ahead and check out Osvald's pulling rate 1.2, pretty typical. And let's see, should be 4,500 again as well too. Yep. Yeah, Osvald is pretty cool. Elemental Barrage, that's his TP skill. He deals fire, ice, lightning once, and then does that another time. Random target. As much as I like Osvald, it's just hard to use him because he doesn't focus on one elemental weakness. He has 3. I go to for no health. Never have. Yeah, same here. But the good thing about Osvald is he does have the he can inflict the miss magical attack or miss. I could have sworn it was called miss elemental attack, but maybe they switched it up or something. And he has 4 usage, so it's really good for the Counterblind fight. For any enemies that use a big AoE elemental attack during their ultimates. So this is his main selling point, the elemental chain reaction, followed up a fire, ice, and lightning attack. The potency is actually pretty high as well too, 230. So if you're up against an enemy that's weak to either fire, ice, or lightning, and use an elemental team with either one of those, he can definitely be a great traveler to bring along. But the thing to make him great is you need to have a team, elemental team with him. He doesn't do great by himself. Front row, self SP recovery 20 and lower ice, fire, and lightning resistance 10%. Alright, let's go ahead and do. Probably not gonna be as lucky as we were last week. We got Magnolia. But let's do about 3 pulls. Alright. Come on home, Osvald. Yeah, I still remember playing Octopath Traveler 2 for the first time. I didn't think his story was going to be all that great, but it turned out to be the best in the game. Elaine. Here. It's been a while since we actually gone through these. Evelyn. Nana. Madeline. Elga. Ellie. Ooh, this might be a bust. Let's go and skip that. Unlucky. Let's go and guide one more time. The 2 upcoming travelers are the ones that you want to pull for. Next week, I want to say it's going to be Hikari, but we'll see. It might be someone else, to be honest. Because this chapter, or last week, that should have been Osvald. Come on, give me a 4.5 star, please. I need more awakening stones. Oh, go and skip that as well. Unlucky. Can we at least get 1 5-star? Come on, RNGesus. Five-star. Show me those cool looking lights. Ah. Man, unlucky. You know, we'll keep going until we get a 5-star. We'll go ahead and skip that. I'm gonna run with the single target skills for status effects. Okay, yeah. That's really great for him as well, too. 3-hit AoE attacking, up to barrage for break turns. Gotcha. Alright, let's do one more. Come on home, Osvald. Let's get a 5-star. Ah, jeez. Oh, we got a 4.5-star Ignea. What the heck? That's interesting. Is she even in... No, this is the Traveler. That banner. What the heck? That's weird. Hey, we got an Agnea. Cool. 4.5-star though. Now, what can I do for Agnea? Right now, mine's at Awakening 0. Alright, that's cool. But that's the wrong Octopath Traveler 2 Traveler though. Interesting. Okay, cool. Well, that's right. We're pulling on the memoirs of Celestia. So, of course, she's in this banner. That's weird, though. I did not expect to see her here. I'll take it, though. What is her goal rate for that in the first place? Seminoles, Oshat. It would have been nice if we got a Oshat, though. Still don't have her yet. Jeez. Wins are 2. Alright. Right. Next pull for sure. Come on home, the right Octopath 2 Traveler. Let's get them cool looking lights. Yeah, I thought about getting her awakening her ultimate level 10 as well too. But now that we have Irie, that keeper as well, that restores her ultimate by 1. That's kind of questionable now. Come on home, Osvald. Where you at? Oh, we're gonna skip that. Oh, jeez. We'll do one more. Last one, promise. Hey, oh, he's here. Let's go. That has to be him. Come on home, Osvald. There it is. That's him. Woohoo, yeah. Let's go, Osvald. Nice. Welcome home. I think for the most part, Osvald's gonna be someone who... he's gonna get better over time as we get better elemental attackers that deal either ice, lightning, or fire. Right now, he's decent. And that's only because we don't have a lot of elemental attackers that are somewhat relevant. Oh yeah. Now we just need to get Temenos and also Oshad. And talking about Oshad, spoiler warning here. I'll give you a second to close my stream real quick here, but in the JP version right now they just released EX versions of Osvald and also EX versions of Oshad. I think Oshad, EX Oshad is, I think she's a warrior. Yeah, she's a warrior, and EX Osvald is a cleric. What paid pet would I recommend? Erie's not bad. Let's see here. I think it's called like the darkness version of Erie or something like that. Having the chance to restore your ultimate usage by 1, it's pretty helpful. Sorry, Erie's Ember White. So essentially what you could do is, if you have someone at Awakening 1 or Awakening 0, you can use this. And if you have Bargello, you can pretty much get everyone another use of their ultimate. But that also depends on the fight that you're going into as well too. I feel like just one area is fine. Because you can give that to Bargello. And most of us should have Bargello at Awakening 10. So now you have three usages of Bargello's ultimate. Taking a look at, I wouldn't get Red Hog against Spirit Ember. It's nice, 10% physical defense down, but I wouldn't say it's all that great. Chompers, that's not bad. That's one of the more latest keepers. Being able to raise their damage up by 30% is nice. But right now, I would say keep on saving your cape promissory notes for now. Well, definitely will be better keepers in the future. Ultimate 10 is still good for some travelers. Area has cooldown. Yeah, she definitely does have cooldown, but most of the fights, I feel like you're going in, you're probably not going to use her right away anyways in the first place. Yeah, Osvald EX, he looks pretty darn cool. But now that we have Cyrus 2.0, let's go ahead and check him out. Man, Osvald, he's so cool looking. He easily became my favorite character in, our favorite story in Octopath Traveler 2. What a good story. I'm gonna have a hard cope on your Yannick. Ari does not work for Jello. Really? Okay. I guess I haven't used Ari on Bargello yet. But then again, I haven't used Bargello in a hot second. Oh yeah, that's true, huh? Use discount can't be restored. Guess I haven't realized that yet. Yeah, Signal's not too bad. I have Ari currently on Agneo. So I feel like my Signal's right. She's at Ultimate 10 right now. So most fights I can defeat enemies within two for usages. Yeah, right now I'm at A3 Canary. If you haven't already, I would focus on getting Canari's A4 accessory. That's a really good accessory for anybody to have. That's a whopping 15% defense down, and a dagger resist down by 15%. Why not A4s? We're working on it. I'm waiting for the I've been buying her stone on the exchange tab, and I have about 9 more days left, I think it was. 5 days left. So in 5 days we'll get her A4 accessory. Should mention the pub trick worked if you go to the chapter 4 area. Which one is that? Pub trick. I'm trying to think where I can fully utilize Osvald. I think if you pull for Osvald, you haven't beaten the low 120 NPC at Beastling Village. It might be a little bit easier now, because if I remember correctly, this guy is weak to all 3. Water, ice, and lightning. Oh, you talk to rep guy and leave and do pulls. Gotcha. Yeah, so now with Osvald, you can shave more shields off this guy here. So it'll be a little easier fighting against this guy. But right now, it's just... we don't have a lot of really strong elemental attackers or travelers. I'm not really sure what the pub trick is, but I'll take it, I guess. At the cheese star, you get better chance of 5-star you want. I don't think it works like that, but I guess so. Let's go. Level him up. I got him a 3rd and 5th full. I think it's more so on your luck. I don't think it's actually where you are in the game, or any special tricks to pulling when it comes to gacha games. That would be nice if something like that existed. All day when you're catching Pokemon. Yeah, same concept. And like how whenever I pull, I go to Beach or Polis. Yeah, it definitely works. It's more of a mental issue, if anything. Or it's all in your head. If you think that'll work, it might work. Alright, let's see here. Tavern building rep guy there. So when it comes down to fire, ice, and lightning, you have to be specifically using elemental attacks. It can't just be dealing physical damage with lightning weakness, or exploding lightning weakness, or ice, or fire. So someone like Ayla, she's one of our newest elemental attackers. She could work pretty well with Osvald. Strabo too, I guess, if you want to build him up. So Strabo. Yeah, with Strabo's more of a breaker when it comes to fire attacks. Because he can do six or more hits of fire. With Osvald, that can potentially be 7. Oh yeah, we should probably level up his ultimate as well too, huh? I do like his ultimate though. His ultimate's nice. He gives himself a potency 100% for 3 turns. Well, that's super nice. It's just kind of a pity that he doesn't have like any really strong hitting attacks. Kind of like let's see, kind of like Magnolia, or kind of like what's that thief's name? Hero. I guess he does have strong nuke attacks, but it's not like a multiple hit kind of a thing. It's more so like a big one hitter. Like this charge bolt here, once a 170. Now, let's see, who else can we use here? For up against enemy that's weak to fire, because I've never used straight bore ever. Might be a first time here. His ultimate triggers 3 follow-ups. Does it really? I don't think it does it? Or are you talking about his elemental barrage? You're talking about his TP skill. Yeah, we can see that happening. Oh, you're talking about Cyrus. Jeez, my bad. I was thinking you're talking about Osvald, my bad. Hey, how's it going, Edgar? Hello. Yeah. When it comes to Cyrus, then yeah, of course. Sorry, I had a brain fart there for a second. Osvald, if you have Cyrus, I would stick with Cyrus for now. If you're free to play, I would not pull on Osvald. And that's just because of the fact that Osvald he's more of a want unit. He'll be better, we'll get better as time goes on, as we get more elemental attackers. But Right now, we really don't need another traveler like Cyrus. Hurry out, keep on saving your rubies, and pull for the really strong characters. That should be coming pretty soon, in maybe about 4 or 5 months from now. A certain collaboration. We'll also be getting Hikari, and also, last one should be Hikari and, geez, what's her name? Oh, she's my favorite character, jeez. Casti, sorry, jeez. Can't think right now. Maxed out Cyrus, Osvald, yeah. Osvald and Cyrus are definitely really good two travelers to bring along in battle. Yeah, Osvald is Cyrus 2.0. Still planning to pull Hikari and Casti. Same here. I feel like the majority of us will probably pull for Hikari, because he was pretty much the main character of Octopath Traveler 2. And then Casti, or Bestie as many of us know it, she's the best waifu in Octopath Traveler 2. Hands down. No, just kidding, but she's a really good axe support. She functions as both a DPS and a sub DPS. Skipping Hikari and Casti near means everything. Yeah, I gotcha. I feel like that's like the safest way to go about this game right now. If you're free to play, I would save your rubies right now for the near collaboration. That character there is gonna carry you so far. Yeah, Hikari's really good for his A4 accessory. Casti been talking about her playing power. Yeah, Casti is pretty amazing. I like Casti. Casti is perfect for a X squad. So I think right now I was looking at her skills the other day. I think she's the second strongest apothecary right now in the game, even including JP. So she hits pretty hard. And like I said before, she also functions as a sub DPS as well too. But yeah, once Hikari comes out, I would definitely try to get his A4 accessory. I think right now for our elemental scholars, right now my party, mainly just fire, huh? Lots of love for fire. X person only if the enemy is weak to X. Been playing since day one. Can afford to skip. Gotcha. I had to guess. Yeah. I'm trying to lead everyone to pull for Nier. I feel like Nier is definitely a must pull character. She does way too much for you, and she offers way too much for anyone's account, even if you're starting out. And even if you're at endgame where I'm at, or in current events right now. She is just way too strong. And I also brought this up last stream as well too, but there have been reports of people complaining about, or not so complaining, but more so just kind of talking about how she kind of destroys everything. She kind of makes the game irrelevant when it comes to other travelers. Because she's just that strong. So... no, we'll get there when we get there, I guess, right? He needs to come out first. But yeah, with Oswald in your team, you definitely have to build a elemental squad to really fully utilize his skill set. Well, before near May, we're gonna have triangle strategy. Are we gonna have really? Oh wait, actually that is true, huh? Forgot all about the map. Let me just double look or double check that real quick. It's been a while since I've seen the road map. Oh yeah, that's true, huh? We're having triangle strategy at the end of May. The also chapter 5 comes out on the 1st, and also the Mergardi Cup as well too, so that should be fun. It's been a while since we had one of those championship fights. Yeah, I'm really excited to get rolled into 6 stars. Although if it's anything like the JP side, he's not gonna be all that great. I was kind of expecting them to nerf these 8 or awakening or 6-star passes and all that stuff, but they really didn't change anything. I want to play around with his the shock status element. Right now, there's not a lot of characters in the game that can inflict shock. There was a hunter that came out a while back that can inflict shock. I didn't pull for... I forgot who it was, but I didn't... She or he didn't want to come home. But shock... Inflicting shock is a really good way to break a whole bunch of shields real quickly. You know what I think we need in this game? We need like a training dummy. That would be nice to have. Kind of like in other gacha games where you can kind of test out your damage. Let's go with fire first. You can break a lot of shields with fire. So essentially what you can have happen is 3-hitter from Osvald. That becomes 4. Let me just double check here. His passive does work of himself as well, doesn't it? The ally deals... I want to say it also works with him as well too. I could be wrong. We'll double check real quick here. Multi-hitting fire attacks. Let's see here. Rika, Signa, Bolu, Lani. Yeah, we haven't gotten his lane power yet. Don't have enough TP skills for that. Should probably get that though. Get no entrance or anything. Also bring adversary logs of all chapters. Yeah, definitely. It would be nice to have a training dummy just to kind of test out your party. Because what often happens is you end up beating up the enemy, or the enemy messes up your turn order, and something goes wrong, and you can't really test out your battle theories. No enters until you decide to enter. Yeah, exactly. That'd be pretty cool. That would be a good idea to bring along to the developers. Let's see. Adversary fights. I've been slowly working on the adversary log, and I apologize to anyone who hasn't gone this far yet, but close your eyes for a second. These are the bosses. Let's see, who's weak to fire? Oh, we can try beating up Ari. I know some people are having difficulty fighting the black Ari. Now that I have Magnolia, I might give it a try. Not sure what this team is, but let's get rid of it. Whenever a new character comes out, you have to go and grind for souls and all that stuff again. Such a pain in the butt. Throw in Isla, let's see here. Let's also throw in Paprika. Mulu has a... Mulu's actually not bad. Mulu herself, I think her A4 accessory is 30% down to 5 resist. Yeah, so it's not bad. So this could be a potential force or A4 accessory that you can kind of slowly work towards on. At start battle, fire resist to all enemies by 15%. And when you break the enemy, fire resist down by 15%. I'm gonna hold off on getting her A4 accessory right now. Right now, even on the JP side, elemental attackers are, when it comes to fire, still not the greatest. The black area wasn't bad, just had to over DPS or heal, and that's about it. Yeah, that's what I heard as well too. Final area is a pain. She can heal a lot more than second air. Okay. Working the Logs Arena. I only got EX1 Hammy down, but 2 ads. Yeah, Hammy is actually really strong. Like, I think right now I'm at EX3, I think right now I'm at. I could be wrong here, but Hammy is not fun. She is definitely difficult. Or EX2, actually. But yeah, man, her ads are really annoying to deal with. That reminds me, we did get another copy of Agnea. I think I want to hold on to this for now as well too. I do like her ultimate skill as well too, but I can't decide if I want to level 10 or not. Having 2 usages of that is nice, and now it's a 10%. And also an additional turn count as well too. I think when more characters come out, I'll decide then. I'm gonna hold off on that for now. Throw in Alani. We'll throw in Renew. Take out Canary. I think we get a win implant character, which if that does happen, make the fight really simple. Jeez, I can't remember. Does Hammy, does she also inflict wind weakness as well too? Let me just double check here. Yeah, when it comes to 6-star awakenings, Hammy is definitely one that you want to look forward to. She can inflict so many weaknesses. Oh yeah, she does. Her EX skill allows you to inflict wind weakness, but only if the paired ally in front of her is a warrior. So yeah, once we get Hammy's 6-star awakening, man, she's gonna be a great character to bring along for any of your fights. Let's see, who else I want to bring along? Let's bring in Strabo. Ever since I pulled Strabo, I've never once used him. Strabo has as well too? Okay, gotcha. I wouldn't know that because I guess I did know about that, but I don't use them enough. I'm kind of sad that they did not give Strabo or the LAL collab their 6-star awakening. That would have been like the perfect time for it. Then again, that was the C version's first time having that collaboration, so I guess I somewhat understand as well too. Man, nowadays it's so hard to remember these characters' name. We're getting so many. What am I looking for? Eliza. Eliza is still one of the characters that I bring along when it comes to being a backpack. Because at full HP, she gives the front ally a auto attack up with 20. Lemire's 6-star skill gives implant roll. Okay, gotcha. Talking about Lemire, I just got her like these last month. It was a random pull I was doing and she decided to come home. Although a 4.5 star though. EX skill, gotcha. Don't think that's available just yet. Actually, now that I think about it, let's bring in Lemire. I want to test her as well too. A Rainbow Collage, 54 SP cost. It was pretty much one hit of all the elemental hits in the game. The single ally or single foe. Yeah, she definitely pairs well with Oswald. The only main problem is that most enemies aren't probably gonna be running ice, lightning, or ice weakness all at once. Except for the level 120 NPC at Totohaha. Totoha? Tutuha? One of those two. Yeah, ever since I got Lemire, I never touched her. But yeah, if you're fighting against the level 120 NPC in the Beastling Village, I would definitely bring in Osvald if you haven't beat him yet. Osvald, Cyrus, maybe Lemire as well too. Because with Osvald's follow-up attacks, I mean, Osvald himself does 3 hits already. And I want to say Osvald attacks follow up with his own attacks. But that's going to be a 4-hitter. Well, that's going to be 9 hits right there. And then along with Lemire is going to be 6 hits. Osvald, Cyrus's ultimate, another 6 hits. Well, yeah, you can break a lot of shields if enemies are all weak to all 3 elements. Fire, ice, and lightning. Leveling characters has become the newest roadblock for you. I think they're pretty easy to get. You're missing out on a lot of the nuts. Make sure to grab them from the monthly exchange. So every month there's you can only get so much. And I feel like if you grind the, let's see here, the game board enough, you should be able to get as many as you want here. I want to say I saw it here the other day. Maybe not. Yeah, right here. So the Wealth Power Medal Fame, you can get as many Supreme Experience nuts as you can. And the fact now that grinding for the game board is so fast or so much more convenient, you shouldn't run out of these EXP nuts. They're a lot easier now to get than way back then. I still remember when we first played, or the majority of us when we started the game. Everybody was running around trying to find Kates in the wild. That was not fun. That and the August EXP nut farming. Good times. Let's get rid of Frederica for now. If I thought about getting Airy and Chomper pets, yeah, I'll eventually get the Chomper pet. The Chomper pet is actually really good, especially if you're running 2 DPS on your team. I'm still using the Meovilus, but obviously the Meovilus cat or keeper is not as good as the Chomper, as that only gives you 20%. Whereas the Chomper gives you 30%. I do have the Ari pad, but if you're talking about the paid keepers, I haven't got any of the paid keepers yet. I got really lucky in the Dragonborn and got 6 million. Nice. Solid. Yeah, nowadays it's so much easier to grind for the Dragon boards. You can get so much in like 2 or 3 runs. That's a really nice quality of life that I really appreciate them putting in. hopefully they keep on adding more quality of life improvements. Yeah, RE is pretty good. It saves you from having to use a awakening stone for a character. Just want to see how many attacks I can do here. Let's see. Yeah, I just learned that as well too, but yeah, it sadly does not work for Bargello. But it's really good for some of your buffers, like you're still using Lynette or Agnes or Agnea, sorry, jeez, or Signa. Really good to put on your buffers and debuffers. And also EX Primrose as well too. Her ultimate's pretty nice as well. It was nice for her to get her TP skills and passives. I think it was like last week. I think it was. So her TP passive is actually pretty nice. Starter battle itself 100% for her ultimate. So that way she can use it right away. But yeah, her ultimate be nice to have as well too. Front row HP regen, also physical attack, and elemental attack by 20%. And the ultimate gauge front row by 50%. So if you don't have someone like Rinyu, EX Primrose is arguably still one of the top tier supports in the game. Let's see here, what do I want to do here? Let's go ahead and head on over to the hunts real quick here. And I used to be so good about making sure that you never go past the 7 days for these hunts. Man, nowadays I'm just so lazy about remembering about that. But yeah, with the next collaboration that we're going to be having, which is the Triangle Strategy, the one that I'm most looking forward to is definitely going to be Roland. I think if I have enough rubies at that time, I might want to A4 his or A4 him. Because this A4 accessory is actually not too bad. It's kind of like you're switching the front row. Raise your self-physical attack by 15% for 1 turn. And also, when switching to the front row, you raise your polearm damage dealt by accurate there by 15%. That's really good for someone like Roland. You could potentially use that on someone like Magnolia as well too. And if more characters being able to hit the or with Rike here, it allows you to extend the passives, or the passive limit attacks, from 30% to 50%. So you can do a whole lot more damage now. Now talking about Rike, or Reek, I think that's how you pronounce his name, Reek. He's a really good traveler to have if you're up against an enemy that's weak to polearms. Rike or Reek is to physical attack, as Isla is to elemental attacks. When I used Roland on Funny Ari and the boss, yeah, decided to kill. Ah, jeez, only got 1240. I've been really lazy about grinding in the Uma realm. That's something that I have to get back into the grind of things. $500 TP. Oh, the final. Gotcha. Yeah, I'm missing the materials in the Candlebrine area, or when it comes to Uma mats. So I'll have to grind that area for a hot second, and then move on to the snowy area. Yeah, these past 2 weeks I've just been just really so busy trying to beat the level 120 NPC in Candlebrine. I eventually did it, so pretty happy about that. Yeah, that fight is tough. You haven't done that already, or it's definitely a tough fight. Elemental barrage, fire. Throw Signa behind Isla. Let's see how many shields we can break. Also in chapter 5 will likely give us a first creating a character. Yeah, I think that's his name, Kagamune. Just put it, do. Oh, that's true, huh? Wasn't thinking about doing that when I was using the hunts. Oh well, that's okay. We're just doing a quick test right now. Alright, so our party's not fully optimized, which I understand, but let's go and see. I just want to see how many hits we can do with this passive, now that we're using a fire elemental squad. Yeah, it's always next time. But also we can do all 3 shield breaking abilities at once. Ari's weak to lightning as well too, huh? That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. 19k, yeah, not too bad. His follow-up attack does hit pretty hard as well too. I think it's a potency of 230. But with that said, that was a rank 1 RA though. Yeah, follow-up attacks are, I don't know why, but they're so satisfying to look at. Yeah, we can definitely get even more juice here by inflicting corrosion and frostbite. In our case, since we're mainly focused on fire, we can also use combustion as well too. It's 5 into 6 to 4 to 2. That's pretty cool. One problem is you don't have Midnight Shadow. Leaves him down to 1 HP. Okay. Yeah, Osvald is definitely someone he'll only get better as time goes by. Right now his worth might not be the greatest, but as more and more of our elemental attackers become 6 stars, he'll definitely get better, that's for sure. So I can see a lot of potential with him. TV pass, however, is good as any attacks with like one of those at random. Okay. All right. This should be a little bit more challenging. 39 shields. Oh, jeez. Actually, Asphalt's follow-up passive reminds me of Rune Knight from a Blade from Octopath Traveler. Yeah, that's true, huh? Man, I don't remember how Rune Knight, such a long time ago for me. Jeez. Did they have Rune Knight in Octopath Traveler 2? Because that was the Octopath Traveler 1 thing, wasn't it? Oh, jeez. Let's head on back real quick here. So by using the right equipment and team, or not team, but right equipment, you can definitely shave a lot of shields with his follow-up attacks. So potentially with Osvald, if he's using his 3-hit fire attack, that's 4. Ella has a 5-hitter attack, I think it was. Oh, that becomes 6. Lemire 4, Strabo, if he gets his magic point all the way up to 6, that's potentially 7. So yeah, you can break a lot of shields right off the bat. So that's pretty nice. That's a nice thing about magic attack. And I want to say most of the enemies in this game are, their elemental defense is a little bit lower than their physical defense. Let's see. Take like a Cyrus here. It's kind of funny how Sarsha's ultimate is now Osvald's TP skill. So it's gonna proc one of each. If you do use his ultimate, so that's kind of cool. But yeah, if you're using Osvald, right now currently, Cyrus is a pretty good traveler to bring along as well too. But right now currently, I don't really have a use for auto attackers, to be honest. Right now the game still focuses on physical attacks. And it's gonna be that way for a hot second. Oh, how perfect. Let's go do that scholar training real quick here. Then we'll call it a day for today. We'll replace Frederica. Throw in Osvald. We'll steal that from Isla. Yeah, I've been kind of lazy about building these solo equipment. And that's just mainly because right now our main focus is mainly inside Celestia. The only reason why you would have to build more sterile weapons is if you're still doing these refights with obviously new travelers. He's at 1203. Let's go and stack up some more. I want to attack on him. Steal that from Frederica. It's about 1383, but man, his HP is so small. Back 2600. Now let's give him some HP. We'll throw that on him. Focus only on Asteria or Sterile for leveling mainly back into characters. Yeah, that makes sense. Gonna change his skills. Alright. Man, I still remember this fight. I mean, I'm still doing this off screen. These tower fights. Just for the... I still remember the first time I did this fight. It was a tough one. Becomes a 6-hitter. 13k, not bad. Fortunately, we won't get a follow-up with this attack. Yeah, she goes too fast now. Yeah, this one in the cleric tower, that was pretty tough. Back then we did not have a lot of clerics, so that was definitely tough. 3 hits here. I'll just go for a break. Do his ultimate. Perfect 4. That's pretty cool looking. Bring back Kyla. Lane skill's not ready yet. 2 more turns. 18k. 20k. 40? Yep, we're on 40. Pretty solid. I still really like Detron as a character. Kinda wish her TP passive and skills are a little bit better though. So frustrating trying to keep up her infinite darkness and light. I think she goes, or he goes to light now. Let's go for a little barrage here. Bring out Sophia. Man, that's so cool. That's so satisfying to look at. If I remember correctly, his counterattack hits pretty hard, so we don't want to see that. This should be game. See how much damage you can do with Osvald. His buff should still be up. Or maybe not. Let's see, 105. That should kill. $15, $17, $30, $29, or maybe not. Guess he must have ran out of his ultimate last turn there. But yeah, the nice thing with having new travelers come out is these towers are definitely becoming a lot easier compared to when they first came out. And I still remember the first tower that first came out. That was the warrior tower. Man, that was such a pain in the butt. It was so difficult. And now it's a lot easier now. Which one haven't we done yet? The apothecary. Let's finish that one real quick here as well too. And I'm really happy that Hayes got his TP skill, which is his admonition here. The only one of the biggest drawbacks or flaws with Hayes was the fact that his best attack was his rebuttability, which is a single target, but it's also a random target, 4-hitter as well. But now it's a 4-hit AoE. And the best thing about Hayes is his pressure passive, which gives a physical defense down 20% upon break. So that by itself is pretty amazing. Yeah, because you had to break the stupid totem or whatever that thing was called, and then you can start breaking shields with that enemy or the boss. And back then we did not have a lot of warriors that could deal lightning or wind, so that was difficult. I haven't gotten too much usage out of Xenia, so once she gets her 6-star or her TP skill and passive, definitely want to try starting to use her a little bit more. And same goes with EX Sophia as well too. Feel like over time she'll get better as we get more buffs they can do to your characters, but I haven't gotten too much usages out of her. Yeah, also they had to kill him within 15 turns compared to the other bosses. Yeah, that was why the boss was so hard. Alright, let's go for a break with Hayes. Hayes he goes last. Get that juicy physical defense down. 40 or 69k. 24. I think she's at 6, yeah, 6 chair points right now. That's a 4-hitter. Yeah, I can't wait for Cassie to come out. He's gonna be so amazing for apothecaries. Or not apothecaries, but just X users in general. Yeah, this boss also gave me trouble as well too when I first he first came up, but he wasn't as bad as the other towers. Way down to 4. The incoming break. Let's go for ultimate here. Should die from here. 58. 8 again, and 60. 58 again here. I should die from here. That physical defense down. About 45k. Alright, cool. Yeah, but I'm definitely starting to see the difference in damage when it comes to 5 stars compared to 6 stars. Let's go ahead and claim everything else here, and yeah, sadly nothing else is going on today. Today was just only Osvald coming out, and also rerun for Elena. Not Elena, but Alone. And honestly, between the two, if you had to pick between them, I would definitely skip Alani if you're wanting to pull for her. She's pretty outclassed at this point. Osvald, he's more of a want unit. You're free to play. My suggestion is to keep on saving your rubies. But yeah, with that, nothing else going on today, so we got Osvald as well too. So to those that are pulling for Osvald, good luck in your pulls. Hopefully your pulls are a lot better than mine. How many pulls did we do today? I think it was 6 pulls. But he came home, so that's all that matters. But yeah, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and call it a day for today. Got some other things I have to do for before the day ends as well too. So I'll probably see y'all again next week. Let's see here. Next week, I want to say next week is when the next chapter comes out. May 1st. We're taking a look at the, let's see here. Just pull that up real quick here. We're taking a look at the map here. Let's see. Yep. roadmap, we should be getting chapter 5 next week, hopefully, or then probably in 2 weeks. With that, the cup should also come out as well too. So we should be getting a new character. Let's see. So here we are. So this is the roadmap for up until May. So until May 29th, we'll be getting the rerun for Triangle Strategy. And also the Mergardi Cup. I think that's how you say his name. So I want to say next week could be next chapter 5, but we'll see what happens though. But yeah, with that said, to those who are still watching, y'all have a good night, good morning, or good afternoon. Catch you again possibly next week. Alright, see y'all next week. Flat out.